this.
Oh. Sort it out.
Oh, great.
Wait, don't give up. I'm a regular handyman, I am.
You're a handyman. Wait, you're going to fix this yourself?
Absolutely.
Seriously?
But you might not believe this, but I do know what I'm doing.
Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, you just never told me you had this mechanical aptitude.
Electrical, actually. There's quite a difference there.
Oh.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I've always been good at fixing things.
Oh, great. That means we're going to have to build you a workshop in the garage, right?
But that is not a bad idea. I tell you, when I was a kid, I can't tell you the amount of times I took my car apart and put it back together again.
Really? You really know about cars?
Yeah, talking about Elizabeth's car, aren't you? The tampered brakes. Here we go again. I mean, you're thinking, wait a minute, Elizabeth died in a car accident.
What are you talking about? I was just surprised. I didn't mean to insinuate. I'm sorry.
You never mean to, but you always do.
Do you absolutely have to go to work today?
I absolutely have to.
Do you absolutely have to go right now?
What did you have in mind?
Well, Mrs. Simmons said that she would watch the baby, and I thought it was about time that I became Mrs. Mason Capwell in every sense of the word.
That's a very tempting offer.
But you would feel guilty if you didn't go to the office, right?
Well, I do have a heavy schedule, but...
You don't sound very convinced.
Well, that shouldn't surprise you. I have a prior history of lack of conviction.
Well, let's see what I can do to make you more decisive.
Up a little bit and making things brighter.
Oh.
You like them?
Yeah, they're very nice. They're very nice, thank you. I don't suppose Pearl is in yet?
No, and he hasn't called.
Yeah, well, that figures. After the way I offended him yesterday, he's probably, Would you mind holding down the fort for a little while? I'm going to go over to his apartment, I think.
No, hey, why don't you let me do that?
No, that's okay. I'm the one who has a fence to make.
No, really. I have to do some errands over in that neighborhood anyway, and I wouldn't mind stopping in, checking, see how he is. Anyway, you should be here to answer the phones. It's you they want to talk to.
Yeah, all right. Tell him all is forgiven and ask him to please come back.
Right. Shouldn't be too long.
Thanks.
the world are you doing?
I thought you'd be surprised.
Oh, worse than that. Wait a minute. I seem to remember that you didn't want to have anything to do with me last night. Hmm?
Yes, last night.
Well, I'll tell you what. Thank God we don't live at the North Pole where the nights are 6 months long. Oh, easy. I've got a hangover.
I think I know just the cure for that, actually.
And I think that might just be the beginning of another one.
No more talk, huh?
Oh. You've been aggressive this morning. Wait a minute. How did you get in here? Were you a professional lock pickers kid or something?
No.
Or was it the old credit card trick then?
Nothing so provincial, Pearl.
Oh, now maybe some high-tech, state-of-the-art laser equipment.
You're looking for such complicated answers, and it's so simple. You left your door unlocked. I guess you knew that I wanted to see you this morning, huh?
I had no idea that you were coming home from Palm Springs. That's true. Why didn't you tell us? Carolyn and I would have driven down to pick you up.
Didn't want to bother you.
Oh, bother. We wouldn't have bothered. That's ridiculous. Did you have a good time?
Lovely.
Well, Mother, rather a lot has been going on around here since you were gone.
Well, tell me. Hello, Caroline.
Hello, you look wonderful.
We have some good news for you, Mother.
Lionel, why don't we just wait a while? I mean, give you another chance to change and get comfortable. She's made a long trip. She might be tired.
Yeah, that's swell. I still want to tell. I've got important news to tell you, Mother.
Well, tell me. You look different. Married.
You see, I thought you are uniquely perceptive. Yes, Mother. As a matter of fact, while you were away, Carolyn and I got married.
So, you're married.
Kelly, do you honestly believe I'm trying to recreate my marriage with Elizabeth to you?
I don't know what you're trying to do, Jeffrey. I really don't. All I know is I don't want to live in Elizabeth's shadow.
You're not. Look, I wanted to elope because I love you, do you hear me? And because I didn't want to wait. Because I didn't want anyone else to get you, that's why. Now, you're letting that imagination of yours run away with you. No, listen to me, Kelly. I appreciate and I understand your need to know about Elizabeth. It's a very difficult time in my life. I'm trying to put it behind me now, okay? I can see it's not going to be that easy, though. Okay. Here's the file. Now read it, and this time don't go jumping to instant conclusions. Read it from cover to cover, and put your mind at rest, okay? Hey, I love you.
I'd better get it. Mason Capwell.
Your sister is alive, Mason. What you do in the coming days determines whether she lives or dies. Now, you tell anybody, and you know what will happen to her.
Wait, I want...
Who was it?
It was no one important.
Mason, I hope there comes a time when we can be honest with each other.
I want that as much as you do.
That's hard to believe considering the way you're acting.
Victoria, it's much too complicated to explain. You'd never understand.
I always thought honesty was fairly simple to understand.
Back. Hi, I'm sorry, Mr. Capwell. Weren't you able to find out when it was taken?
It's a picture of a picture, and it's so grainy.
There's no way to know what be positive.
Thank you for trying.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more help.
Fine.
Who was that?
No one, just a colleague.
Mason, I know you better than I thought I did.
What do you mean?
To be blunt, you're lying.
You're a mighty puzzling young lady, you know that? I mean, you change signals so much, you kind of remind me of a traffic light.
You crossed over some lines last night, Pearl.
Oh. So what's wrong with showing a little affection?
I thought that you and I had a pact, that Cruz wasn't to know about us.
It's really more your pact than my pact. Huh? Besides, I really don't think that my friend Cruzy would mind too much.
Well, I just don't want to jeopardize anything. My job, your job.
Hmm?
Don't we all want this thing to work?
Well, if you're talking about the detective agency, of course we do. But I was wondering more about our relationship.
Well,
you
yes.
and me.
I want that to work too, but not at the risk of losing my job.
Well, you think that will really happen?
My instincts tell me that could happen. And experience. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. So why don't you get dressed?
Ooh.
Report for work before Cruz has both our hides. I'll see you at the office.
Aren't you forgetting something? I meant these.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Do you think we could talk for a moment?
Well, I have no other pressing engagement.
I get the feeling that you're not happy with Lionel and my marriage.
The only thing that's important to me is my son's happiness.
But that's what I want, too. I'm going to do my best to make him happy. But I want you to know that I am not trying to take Augusta's place.
Well, I should hope not. Augusta was beautiful, dressed beautifully. She was eccentric and very difficult. But I never doubted Lionel and her love for each other.
And she did walk out and leave him.
Yes. And that was a dreadful mistake.
Well, I guess we all make those. I've certainly made my share. But with Lionel's help and support, I've managed to turn my life around. You know, he's taught me so much about families and relationships. And not to over-dramatize it, but your son has literally saved my life. I love him very deeply. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to make him happy. I'd like to think that you're happy for him, too, for both of us. And that we have your blessing. I think it would make you very happy.
Hand me number 2, will you?
Hey, guess so. How's the new serum coming along?
Well, duplicating the serum is one thing. Perfecting it is entirely another matter. I've got the whole staff working as hard as they can, putting in all kinds of hours.
You know, lately, I can't stop thinking about how much money this little geezer's going to mean for all of us.
Since when has money been an issue for you? I always thought you were contemptuous of wealth.
That was before Kelly came into my life. Alex, I want to be able to give her the kind of support she needs.
Yes, I can imagine. How are the new living arrangements working out?
They're like a dream come true.
Good. Now, I always knew that you and Kelly would be back together again. Seemed inevitable to me.
Yeah. I know how much I've wanted it to happen, and I can't tell you how good it feels, you know.
Why do I hear a but in that sentence?
Probably because there is.
I don't know. Is there a thorn on the rose? Is something wrong so soon?
It's nothing. She keeps questioning me about Elizabeth.
Jeffrey, that's inevitable. All women are curious about former wives, ex-girlfriends, and especially in your case. Your ex-wife died under such suspicious circumstances. I mean, that whole story must have been a jolt for Kelly.
Yeah, Elizabeth's death and everything that went along with it, Alex, was a living hell. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let her ghost come between Kelly and me.
It's another dead end.
Mason, I'm sorry.
I wish we could pin it down. It's the only clue we've got.
You know, he's getting to you.
It's not getting to you?
No, it's not. I was there, Mason. I saw everything. I saw her personal belongings. There's no way Eden could have survived.
Then why do I have a feeling she's still alive? She's out there somewhere waiting for us to find her.
I don't know. I can't explain it. Maybe if you feel that strongly about it, you should get some help.
You mean like an elderly Viennese psychiatrist?
No,
perhaps?
I'm talking about the police, or maybe Cruz. Maybe if we tell Jeffrey, maybe he could help us.
Kelly, I can't do that. I have specific instructions. Telling anyone puts Eden in even greater jeopardy. The strange thing is I can't figure out how this person knows so much about me. I have the feeling that I'm being watched, studied every day.
Then we have to do something to protect you, Mason.
No. It's not me that matters. It's Eden.
And if Eden's not alive?
Kelly, she's alive. I know it.
So did you find Pearl?
Sleeping like a baby.
Is he all right?
Well, hangovers are seldom fatal.
Oh, well, I'm glad that's all it was.
I'm not sure you should be so glad. I mean, it still could be something serious.
I don't follow.
I've just been wondering, Cruz. I mean, you know him a lot better than I do, but could Pearl have a drinking problem?
Why do you think that? Just because he has a hangover?
No, because of the way he was drinking last night. I'm worried about him. But if you say that he can handle it, then I'll believe you.
Well,
Morning, Cruzy. You know, listen, I'm sorry about... I'm sorry about being so late this morning. You know, something about having one grape too many last night. You know, if it hadn't been for Miss Norris here, I mean, I'd still be back at the old place sleeping, snoring away, huh?
well, I think probably just a couple of extra hours is what you needed today, Pearl.
Well, I look that bad?
I like your tie.
Oh. You know, this is good.
Listen, man, I want to apologize for yesterday. You know, that was out of line on my part, and you are welcome to take the day off if you need to. I don't mind, you know.
Don't worry about it. It's fine, it's fine. Appreciate the apology, but I think I'm just going to hang in here and give it my best shot. First thing I do is see if I can crawl off and find my desk somewhere, huh?
That's good. That's the right direction. Thank you for coming back. Well, now, obviously, that guy has problems, but I don't think alcohol is usually among them.
Okay. You're the boss. Stay with me. Let's give you a little touch of color here.
Do you ever lose control?
Never.
Come on.
Dr. Nicholas, I know how much anguish and trouble that we've caused you, and I can only apologize for that.
And lying only compounded the problem.
Doctor, even though you might want to press charges, I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing again as I would.
I'm not going to press charges, even though I probably should.
Look at Caroline. Look at how healthy she looks. Tell me it wasn't worth it.
And I feel wonderful. I mean, I hope you distribute this serum quickly. Think how many people you can save.
Now, how can I make you people understand? The serum is not perfected. I've duplicated it, sure, but I still have to test it.
But it has been tested on me. I'm living proof of how well it works. Doctor, I almost died, and your serum brought me back. You don't know how sick I felt and how dreadful I felt.
No, I remember. I know how sick you were. Yeah, would you let me take a blood sample, just to make a couple of tests, just for my own satisfaction?
Of course I would. I'd do anything to help you promote it. That's how much I believe in it.
We seem to have more faith in your serum than you do.
Well, not at all. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Have a seat.
You all right?
I have this thing about needles.
You just push your... Now, that'll work. You've done this before. quick look at this.
I think you're going to become a believer as well. We'll see. You all right?
I'm sorry for being such a coward.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who likes to get stuck with a hypodermic needle.
Now, can you see any trace of the virus there?
No, not at the moment.
At the moment, what does that mean?
Have you considered the possibility that you're in remission?
Remission? Does that mean it can come back?
Yeah.
Hi, Kelly's secretary said that she was...
Come on in.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Oh, big things, big things. Now, General Osmondo dispatched me over here, see, to tell you that you're going to New York tomorrow morning.
What?
It seems that the country's hottest model is holding a press conference promoting Evertan. That, by the way, means you.
Right. Right.
Wait, but you're not flattered by that?
No, I'm flattered. It just, the timing couldn't be worse. Do I have to go?
Instructions from above. You'll have to be gone a week.
What if I apply for early retirement?
I think it might be good for you to go, Kelly. Get away for a while, get your mind off things.
Wait, what's the matter? I thought you'd be delighted by this.
I, just didn't want to leave right now, that's all.
Maybe you should.
Wait, tell me, is there something going on here I don't know about?
Oh, we were just discussing family matters, that's all.
What's this?
Mason was just showing me some pictures of Eden.
I thought you said we had no secrets, Kelly.
This isn't my secret.
No, it's mine. I asked her not to tell.
Hey, do you want to tell me what's going on? Mason Capwell.
Eden's running out of time.
What? I didn't hear you.
I said Eden is running out of time. You're not going to let your sister die, are you?
I don't know what it is that you expect me to do. I'll do anything I can to help, but I don't know what it is you want. Tell me what it is you expect me to do. Hi. Good afternoon.
Oh, hello.
How is this little one?
Well, see for yourself. He's a perfect baby. He eats all day, and he sleeps all night.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Aren't I?
Wow, I tell you what, how you doing there, Hoss?
Hey, hello.
What a pretty picture you two made. Hi, bud, how you doing? I
Oh.
think he has your mouth, Tori.
You think so?
Yeah, and your nose.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look over here, bud. Hey, now, hey. But his eyes...
Oh, yeah, definitely Capwell eyes, don't you think?
Well, actually, yeah, I guess they are. Capwell eyes.
You didn't really expect him to be still standing here with a sign around his neck saying, hey, I am the one, I'm the mysterious
No, I
force.
expected Mason to keep him on the phone long enough until we got here.
It's probably just as well. I mean, imagine some poor innocent person on the phone. You jump and get us into all kinds of trouble.
What, and you wouldn't help?
Well, firstly, I'm not as impetuous as you are. And secondly, I like to know my facts first. Let's go sit down.
Are you saying that I act without thinking? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you know, it was a long shot from the start. This whole thing was very, very weird. Tell me more about these phone calls.
There's nothing more to tell you.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that Eden could still be alive?
Mason does. Jeffrey, these phone calls are tearing him apart. I don't know what to do.
I know.
The whole reason I didn't want to go away, you know, I think really someone needs to be with him, maybe you. He's got to learn to accept the fact that Eden's dead.
It isn't always that easy, Kelly. I mean, it's not as if he's totally alone. He does have Tori there with him.
No, he doesn't. She doesn't know anything about this.
Why not?
Because the caller said don't say a word to anyone that will endanger Eden's life. Now, you and I are the only two people that know, and the only two people who are going to know.
We've got a nice steak tartare, red and raw, just the way you like it.
I'll wait for the waiter.
You've got all your ducks in a row, huh? First Eden, now Mason. Of course, Kelly not far behind.
Why don't you go back to work and stop bothering the customers?
Not until I find out what you're planning to do.
Well, you've got a long wait.
Well, I'll just sit and wait and see how long.
What I am planning to do is none of your damn business. You are paid to do exactly what I say to do and not ask any questions. Now get away from me. I don't want anyone to see us talking.
Yes. Sorry to... Hi, Chipper. How you doing? Everybody like this, but the fire department is back at the office, and they want to see you. They're waiting for you.
What do they want?
Well, I don't know. Something about inspection or something, but they want to see the man in charge. He won't deal with anybody else.
You want to go see your mama? I'm sorry, that's true. I'm going to have to leave. Ooh.
Yeah, well, you don't mind if, since I'm here, I have a bite to eat, do you?
Oh, no, Pearl. No, I don't. Why should I mind? I mean, you came in at 1 o'clock today. I think it's only fair you should take a break at 2. In fact, why don't you eat my lunch? I just ordered.
Now, wait a minute. You have any objections at all? We won't do this. But I just figured, you know, after my night before, I could use something solid.
No, really,
you know?
please,
Yeah.
Pearl, do me a favor. Eat my lunch.
Oh!
Hey, you take care of your mama, okay, buddy? Take care of your mama. Look after her, okay?
Oh, it's great seeing you.
Good seeing you. The new generation. Don't put this on your expense account, pal. I'll be watching for it.
Sweetheart, if I may be so presumptuous. What were you doing with Cruz?
Oh, relax. We were just having a little chat.
I hope the word paternity didn't come up in that little chat.
I will never tell him that this is his baby.
Madam, I hope you don't take offense, but I don't exactly trust you. I mean, if you remember correctly, a little while ago, I fell into a trap that you had set for me, and I said a little bit more than I had intended to say. Now, Julia was furious with me for telling you about Mason, about Julia, and about their child, all right?
It's all for the best.
How is that?
It did not destroy my marriage. In fact, it strengthened it. I will never let go of Mason now.
But we were too late. By the time we got here, they had already left, whoever it was.
Didn't see anyone who looked suspicious?
Everyone looks suspicious here, Mason.
Must have hung up and left fast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. We'll get him.
You bet we will.
Hello, anybody here? Unbelievable.
I can't believe this. It's beautiful. What a thoughtful gift. Thank you.
It's a maple, isn't it?
Yes. And it's older than I am.
Oh.
It's been handed down for generations by the Yamada family. It was brought over from Japan centuries ago.
Oh, what an incredible gift.
We'll take good care of it. If it grows, we'll send it back.
We'll take good care of it.
I hope your marriage will last as long as it has.
Really? Well, if it does, what shall we do on our 150th anniversary? Huh?
Oh, go out dancing and stay up all night.
Hey, you see, there's a woman with spirit.
Oh, dance.
I like you, Caroline. I think you're honest. And I think you genuinely love Lionel. He's a difficult man to love, so watch out.
Difficult, but not impossible.
Well, we plan to be happy for a long, long time, Mrs. Lockridge. I can promise you that.
Counting on it. And I think you should start calling me Minks now. And as for you, you can call me... What?
Well, I always called you Ma.
Then keep on calling me Ma. Oh, come here, for heaven's sake. Let me give you a real welcome into our family. Oh.
We seem to frequent the same establishments. That's something else that we have in common, right?
Nice of you to join me.
Oh, you don't mind? You don't have any objections to being seen here with me in public, do you?
No, don't be silly. I enjoy your company. I just don't want us to do anything overt in public.
I always like to save the overt actions for the covert moments. And speaking of which, when are we going to have another couple of them?
Patience. All in good time.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Mason, how you doing?
Oh, I heard an unusual rumor that you had joined Cruz's detective agency.
Well, yeah, unusual is right. Not exactly as a detective, more like a detective on training wheels, but if you want to meet the real McCoy, this here's Miss Helena Norris. Yeah, now this little girl, she has a list of credits that would absolutely knock your socks off. Isn't that right? Miss Norris, Mr. Mason Capwell himself.
Very nice to meet you, Mr. Capwell.
My pleasure. Well, tell me, I was wondering about the scope of Cruz's operations. Do you guys do the normal private eye kinds of things?
Well, that depends on what you call normal.
Oh, you know, spying on wayward spouses, tracking down people, solving unsolvable crimes, that sort of thing.
Well, it's a little early to say, actually. We're running things by trial and error, right, Eleanor?
Mr. Capwell, are you in the market for a private detective?
No, not at the moment. But if I were, I can't think of a more attractive one.
Are you getting used to it? Is it growing on you, sort of?
It's growing on me. I love it. I just love it more and more. Each day. We have trouble with the chairs.
Yeah.
This one's a little stiff, but if you put something warm on it, I think it'll soften up.
There we go. Oh, yeah, this one's comfortable.
There you go.
How's business?
Oh, it's absolutely great. We have no clients.
Oh, you will have once you get a reputation going.
Well, we better, otherwise I'm not going to be at this address too long, I'll tell you.
Well, I have plenty of confidence in you.
Yeah. I'm going to be okay, Carol.
Good. I only wish I could make Mason okay.
Well, I think he will be eventually.
I don't know, Cruz.
You think it's going to be a problem?
I do. I'm really worried about him. I mean, it was a lot easier for you and me because we were up there, we were able to say goodbye to her. It hasn't ended for Mason.
Well, I don't know what you can do about it. Gotta give him time.
Yeah.
And room. How are things with you and Jeffrey?
Good and bad, and I don't know. I feel like I still don't know him, sort of. I feel like he really holds things inside.
It must be hard for a person like you. I mean, you and your sister, it just seems so easy for you to show your emotions. And I think for a guy like Jeffrey, for lots of guys, myself included, it's really tough to let people know what's going on inside of us.
So what do you do?
I don't know what you do. You just don't push them. That much for sure. Besides, what's the rush, right? You guys have the rest of your lives to be together. I think you should just concentrate on enjoying the process.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I wish I wasn't going away. I have to go to New York for a week to do this promotional campaign for Evertan.
Oh, yeah? When are you leaving?
Tomorrow morning, I'm just going to take the company jet.
Well, why are you going to do that? You could just take an airline. You don't have to fly yourself all the way across the country.
I'll be fine. What?
Yeah, well...
Cruz? This is different. I mean, what are you thinking? That we all have to stop flying just because of what happened?
No, I know. I'm out of my mind. I'm out of my mind. You promised me you'll be careful.
I promise you. I promise.
Come on. Walk me to the door.
Walk you
Right?
Yeah, you take care of yourself.
I will, if it means that much to you. What is it?
Oh, sometimes it's hard for me to look at you and not see Eden.
Caroline? Mother's taking a nap.
She must be tired. She can be so sweet.
She has her moments. I can tell she likes you.
Are you sure? I know it's silly, but I was so nervous.
Oh, there's no need to be. She is a woman of consummate taste and intelligence. She's also a good judge of character. She thinks the world of you.
Oh, I hope so. I want her to.
You know, I'd like to think that you've been quiet today because you're so comfortable, but I suspect it's something else. What is it?
I can't stop thinking about what Dr. Nicholas said about the virus maybe resurfacing, that it might only be temporary remission.
Hey, it was just a guess. Even doctors can be alarming.
I just can't bear the thought of not having a full, long, wonderful life with you.
Then don't think of it. Just don't think of it. We're gonna be together forever. Even that bonsai tree is gonna be jealous.
Here.
Thank you.
I thought it might smooth the rough edges.
Well, I'll let you know.
Sweetie, I know something is bothering you. And I understand you don't want to talk about it. At least I'll try to understand.
I appreciate the effort. I know I haven't been making it easy.
It's okay. We all have things that we don't want to talk about. But I'd like to help you take your mind off your problems. You think I could do that?
If anyone can, you can.
I don't seem to be doing a very good job. Let's try again. What happened? Did the power go out again?
Hey, you're someone else, you know that? I mean, can't you recognize a romantic setting when it stares you in the face? Huh?
Oh.
And look at all the trouble I've gone to here. Champagne, caviar, brie, crackers, pate. Oh, how could I forget the pate?
Jeffrey, it's beautiful. What's this for?
It's a little going-away party. You see, when you're gone, you're going to be wined and dined by all those sophisticated New Yorkers.
What's wrong?
You close up. Something's bugging him. I wonder what's wrong.
Pro, what is this?
What do you mean, what is this?
What is this date right here? Is this some special anniversary or a holiday or something?
You know me. Why?
Well, because he has it circled in red. I just want to know the reason.
Well, if it's circled, if it's in red, it's got to be important. Why don't you ask him? Look, I'm going to go chase after him, see if he's okay.
I will.
I'm Tom Brokaw. In today's complicated world, you need good reasons to make the best choice for the news you watch. At NBC Nightly News, we believe you should get the facts easily. We think you deserve to understand the day's events clearly. We have to earn your confidence by examining the issues fairly. That's why at NBC Nightly News, we cover the world with you in mind.